Let's do our tier list for August. This is going to be an interesting one because a lot of things have changed. So Emancipator is still splashable primarily in magnets. You don't really see it by itself. Branded's probably going to be your best deck in the format. This format. Branded is just very strong and hasn't really lost too much. I mean, like, losing a branded fusion is, yes, it sucks, but they didn't really lose that much. Like, you can still very easily get a branded fusion. So I don't know. I feel like branded is still very, very strong and has a lot of options and good super poly targets, which is a lot in this meta. I'm gonna put Draco Tail and Great. Draco Tail and Branded together and being able to do the two engines, so awesome. Branded definitely makes Draco Tail better. I feel like Draco Tail makes Branded a little bit worse than Pure. So it's definitely not as good as the Pure version, but I really like it, and I've been playing it and getting very easy wins. Fiendsmith is still everywhere. It's definitely splashable thing. It's a little side engine you can always run if you want it. Um, it's definitely nice to have. Fire Chicken and Friends are still good. I just feel like they're too slow to actually really do much. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put them in non-viable. I just feel like in this current meta, they couldn't really make it. They're definitely more rogue. I don't feel like the deck has enough oomph to get to master, and if it does, it would probably have been a ridiculous grind. Endercraft's probably going to be the bottom of good tier. You can start from the top and move down. The deck is still okay. The deck pretty much has everything. The biggest enemy is people know how to play against it now. Some people scoop just because they don't even want to play against it, so you always get a couple free wins with it. But the deck is okay. It's definitely not great deck material because the going second matchup with it is ass. Cyber Dragons are not viable for ranked. Dark Lords, I don't really feel like are viable enough for ranked. I feel like that deck is pretty easy to beat. I know it had like a tournament result recently, but I feel like once people read the cards and know what they do, they're not gonna have a problem with it. I could be wrong, but we'll see. DGD is always like a decent rogue deck for ranked. It's not like super broken, but it can still put up very good boards, very strong in gate boards. Dark Magician Slop. Yeah, you can play Dark Magician Slop. I mean, you can. It's just running this like plus Primate plus some other engine, maybe like Fiendsmith or something. I've actually seen that in ranked quite a bit. It's running around. It's because the Dark Magician fusion that lets you go into Dragoon easily is just so easy to bring out and so decent. D heroes, if anything, would be splashed, but even then they're not like very good. You'll just see malicious in hero decks occasionally, Destiny fusion and hero decks. I'm putting heroes in good. I'm actually gonna put heroes ahead of Enocraft in good. If nothing else, heroes can go into the stupid Cosmos Neos thing and lock you out from activating any effects at all during your turn. Dark Claw is a very good card right now. He can cut down on some of the branded headache by being macro on wheels. They just got that new draw 2 card that helps their consistency. There's a lot of things that make heroes actually make it to the good decks. I feel like they are going to be something you occasionally see in ranked, and you might lose to them. Despia is splashable, but the only one you ever see is Alubar. I'm gonna put Dinos up here because Dinos just got GMX, and it's a splashable engine that makes Dinos amazing. GMX kind of goes with dinos, they're basically both like in the same spot, because if you're running one, you're definitely running the other. Not running Miscellaneousaurus and GMX just seems like a mistake to me. Not being able to run Pill and GMX just seems like a mistake to me. GMX is very fun. This is Elf Note, right? I put an Elf Note in Great. Elf Note and Elf Note Slop are actually very, very decent decks that can put out really annoying boards and can be pretty resilient and can play through a few amount of cards. I'm gonna put them in great decks. I'm gonna put them above hero. K9 variants, you see them less than Fiendsmith, but you still see them. Adding Nister, you only ever see splashed in Malice, which you don't really see very much anymore. I'm gonna put Malice on the butt end of good next to Dark Magician Slop. Oh, the dog just scratched at the door and she scared the shit out of me. You'll see Fragilis occasionally, about the same amount as K9. Not a lot of people in Master Duel have caught on to it yet. Kashtira. Kashtira you'll see splash probably more than D Hero, but less than Emancipator at this point. You don't really see people playing P or Cash anymore, but you do sometimes, and I feel like it's somewhere in between good and not viable. So we're going to rank it in splashables as a cop-out. Magnets. Even losing Dinah, they're Dinah and Statue, they're still pretty good. You can always Last Warrior people very easily. Last Warrior can easily replace Dinah. Plus, if you have Block Dragon, Last Warrior doesn't pop your shit, so I'd already been running him. You can easily go into with Metamorphosis. RBE stands for really bad. I love the deck, but no. Even with the new Dominus card, I don't feel like Odeon's good for ranked anymore. Sky Strikers, welcome to the great tier right below Draco Tail. I feel like Sky Strikers are incredibly good this current season of ranked. Kaiju and Lava Golem, you'll still see splashed occasionally, but they're not splashed as often as they have been, so I'll put them right there. E-Heroes only ever get splashed in like Chimera, and you don't see that deck anymore. Rizal, even Rizal Slop, it's not viable for ranked anymore. I'm gonna put Yummy back in the good decks tier. They got some of their stuff back, mainly the Link 1 being back at 3. I'm gonna put it ahead of Malice. It's still pretty annoying to deal with. Mitsu, you'll occasionally see. It's pretty rare, but you'll see it. I see it more than people splashing for Drillis. So I'm gonna put it right there. Basically, kind of dead though. Venturia's not viable for ranked. Dragonmaid's not viable for ranked. Drytron's not viable for ranked. Exodia is not viable for ranked. Same with the Forbidden one, like support surrounding it. The monsters that count as continuous spells, like the shield and shit. Snake Eyes Slop variants are decent enough. I'm going to put them below Malice. That's probably a barrier to entry for the good decks. If I'm going to put them there, I gotta move Dark Lords up. I don't want to, but I gotta. If I'm being fair, they might both have to move down. X-Saber, even with the new support, still bad. Trickstar is still bad. Pearly is still bad. Labyrinth is too slow right now. Cool Tune's gonna move. Cool Tune's gonna move down one rung to in between Draco Tail and Branded. Basically, I feel like that is good for it. Art Mage, not viable for ranked. Same with Memento. Same with Trains, even with the new support. I'm gonna put Radiant Typhoon above Striker. Yeah, I feel like that's about right. They lost a couple cards, but the deck is still really freaking, like, decent, consistent, and annoying. Ritual Beast, not viable. Regenesis, I feel like, is always kind of viable. Okay, nah. I still see a lot of Primate. I see more Primate than I do Mitsurugi, that's for sure. Bright's not viable, Tellers aren't viable, Archfiends, same deal. Sword Soul, same deal. Rescue, yep. Gonna scoop out all the non-viable decks real quick. Nurse Burn. Pure Predaplant, that deck is actually not very good still. Plunder Patrol, no. Rika, no. Sharks. We're actually going to grade a little bit harshly. I'm actually going to move Dark Lords down. I'm going to move Snake Eye variants down. Even with getting their stuff back, it's still just, I don't feel like it cuts it in the current meta. Like, I feel like even Malice could dunk on him. Still seeing a lot of Azumino stuff as a secondary engine. Well, Ecclesia, just because of branded, we're mainly pretty much seeing that splashed in almost everything right now. I'm a Vanquish Canine as like the king of like this lower rung. We might have to split this actually. Yeah, we're gonna have to split this. We're gonna have to have a playable. Oh, that's supposed to be playable. This is gonna become the bad tier, and this is gonna become the playable tier. Might not be good, but I could see you maybe making it into master with these. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, Exo Sister still does Exo Sister things. Glad Beast going the bad tier. It's the Gem Knights. Fairy Tail, you being splashed. It's not really being played by if anything, it's splashable. Wait, no, Fairy Tail's its own archetype now. It's bad. That's true. Lunalite, because it's a still really, really good going second deck. Can be playable. Yeah, same with Orchist. Same with Tier. This is being splashed and stuff at random. Devio's bad. Azumino White Forest are pretty much the same. You see them together. This is splashable and it's bad. Hecka Hands are bad. Cyverse goes next to Adagnister. You'll see him splashed in Malice. Blue Eyes is playable right now. Yeah, that's about right. Monarchs, they're bad. I see them in ranked sometimes. It's funny. Draco, bad. Life Twin, bad. Ice Jade, bad. Cyberdark, bad. Dragon Link is bad right now. Alright. That is your tier list for August. And yes, I really did put heroes in the good. I feel like heroes actually have a little bit going for them this time. Leave a comment down below if you agree with me or disagree with me. And I'll see you all for the tier list next month.